Okay, it's come to my attention that some folks are having problems extruding their boxes from the, I believe it's the Festi PY box generator. And I'm going to change the color of this layer to black so that it's easier to look at. And I want to show you that the nature of the problem lies at the curve. So good curves, good solids. Okay, so let me just select this first and move it over a little bit. You're going to have to do a little digital filing. The nature of the problem is related to how it draws the curves, the way that it draws the curves like this instead of capturing this segment here. It draws the curves in that way. So let's do the first step. I'm going to select the objects on this layer and I'm going to just join them together. Okay. And now that I have these joined together, what I want to do, I'm going to see if I could use a CurveBoolean to fix it. Okay. And so in this case, I want to keep the outer curve shape, and get rid of the inner curve shape. And so in that case, what I could do is I'm going to run a CurveBoolean. And I'm going to select the inside region to keep. And I'm going to click on the outside. And that gives me the outside of the curve, or it actually selects the whole inside. And I'm going to say delete input all. And let's hit enter and see if that cleans it out. Yes, that cleans it out. And that gives us a nice clean curve. Do you see that? We get a nice clean curve solution when we do that. Okay. Likewise, and so we got rid of all of those appendages like that, and that cleans it out. Now likewise, we have the same problem here. And so we can select this curve right here, run a CurveBoolean, clicked on the outside, and it selects the inside. I want to click on the outside, click on the inside again. So it's just the inside. I don't want any of that, and I want to make sure to delete input all selected, and it gets rid of that. Okay, and I'm going to come back here, do the same thing here, run my CurveBoolean. I'm going to click on, let's try clicking on the inside. Yes, that's the region I want to keep. Hit enter and it gets rid of all of that detritus on the outside. Once again, we call this digital filing. We have to do a little bit of that and it cleans that up. And we'll come, let's see if we could do a bunch of them at the same time. Select all of these, all three of these, and bop, bop, and bop. And we'll see that it cleans off those edges. Those are nice and clean. Okay, after I've joined my curves and cleaned up my curves using CurveBoolean, what I want to do is to select my curve, and I want to do a project to cplane, just to, and I want to make sure delete input is set to yes, so that I get rid of all of those curves, so that now one of the things that I can do is to go to my perspective window, and a way to check to make sure that you're okay. And there are two different ways that you can make your slab. You can go and be confident and say surface, planar curves, and that will let you know almost immediately if you got a good surface, because you'll get something like that. And if you wanted to, you could extrude that surface, but we're going to do it another way. We're going to go like this. We're going to select this object right here, and we're going to go surface, extrude curve straight, and that's looking good. We're getting our curves there. We're going to turn solid to yes, and that's good. We're getting our cross lines through there, and I hit enter. And now I have a good extruded solid, nice and clean. Okay, now the thing that you want to look at, now that you've cleaned this up, you'll note that this is a weird design. My design's weird because these are different. Normally you might be able to use this for that segment and replicate it and use it in more than one place to do your build out. But that's the fix. I covered the fix on how to create a planar surface with the outer box and then do a split with the inner rectangles here in a previous video, but that's how we fix the problems with our curves here. We take this object and we go in and we do a CurveBoolean. We go and get our CurveBoolean, and we want to click on the outside because we want to keep the outer curves. We don't want that part right there. And we make sure delete input is set to all, hit return. That cleans up our curve, okay? And then we come over here and we can select all of these right here, do a similar thing, CurveBoolean, zoom in, click on the interior because that's what we want. We want the interior, we don't want those. Click on that, 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 and click on that. And then make sure the delete input's set to all. Hit enter, that cleans that up. Go to our top window, grab everything that we have here, and we do a project to C-plane to make sure that we're flattening all our curves, and we delete the input and make sure that everything's joined. And those are already joined, so that's good. And so now we can select that. We can select that, and we can go to our perspective window and do a surface, extrude curves straight. Change that to solid, and our value is at 5. Hit enter, and that yields a clean. That will yield a clean extrusion, like so, and we'll have a clean slab. So a little digital filing never hurt anyone, and that's how you get around and fix that problem. I hope this helps you get through the rest of your project. Have a good day.